Hey guys, I'm MysteriousJG, hoping my controller doesn't run out before the end of this video. And it's time to do more hunting for trophies. It feels like we're making progress because we're going way down the list of quote rare marks that don't give you trophies before we get to our next one that gives us a trophy. For example, we are not going to be going after a crypt bunny, but instead, we're going after Rageclaw, who is in the Silica Wood, the Piebald Path. This is another interesting one. In order to get this thing to spawn, you have to go 60 seconds without defeating any enemies. Or you have to not defeat any enemies in the Silica Wood and wait 60 seconds. So it's another one where it's like, unless you knew that you had to do that, you're not going to do that. It's not going to be something that just happens. At any rate, we can do that easily enough by switching off gambits for all characters so nobody is auto-attacking. But we also have to get to the Silica Wood, and the easiest way to do that is... Screw it, let's do the Grimalkin approach this time. It's a big empty boss room. So, I mean, it had a boss in it, but now it's a big empty room. Run past lots of these scorpion-looking guys. There's probably a rare beast I should be fighting while I'm here. Who knows? And now here's the area where they make it look like it's a puzzle, but really you're just supposed to, like, get on with summoning Tommy Titan. You know what? This is late enough in game that there might have been something that spawns here that's worth getting, but there wasn't really. I don't think Power Armlet does that much for you in this game. Why does she have, what equipment is she wearing that's giving her regen? They all have it. Is that... Oh, because they probably hit a trap that was like one of those occasional beneficial traps. Gigas. I don't want to read the inscription. I meant to open it. Damn it. Whatever. It's a good thing I got the big one. You know, Gigas, the big summoned monster. Never mind. Alright, so somewhere along the end of this path, rather, somewhere along the halfway point of this path, and I do indeed believe this would have been faster than Galmore Jungle last time, but whatever. We just got to go to the Silica Wood. I do like the music in that area. It's pretty good. A little over the top, but don't defeat any enemies in Silica Wood and wait 60 seconds. Appears at the opposite entrance. So we're supposed to go to the Piebald Path, which is there. Okay. So, wait 60 seconds. I don't know if we have to stand perfectly still to wait. I'd imagine if we kind of walk back and forth, we should find it. The Bekamis don't like us very much. But I'd say they're the ones who have the problem. We're just good people. All we want to do is kill them and take their treasure. I mean, well, whatever. But Rageclaw is the enemy. So, I figured it would be a good idea to set off as many of those traps as possible before Redis arrived, because in all likelihood, they were going to be bad status ailment things, and they wouldn't be a problem for Ash. So maybe I should have hung around for a while before coming all the way up here. I doubt you are Rageclaw. You are not. But you know, I keep learning the hard way. Let's actually just cut to the chase and actually open Rageclaw's page. Oh, there's a couple of different places he could come. Oh, you can't kill any enemies in Piebald Path. Okay, so it should spawn over here soon. There are multiple places it can spawn at, but it's always the entrance opposite the one that you took to get in, which is, well, actually there's 3 entrances, so I don't see how one of them is opposite and the other 2 aren't, but, I feel like if we just kind of wander around, we'll eventually show up. Because it's not going to come in from over there, so it's either going to come from where we just were, or over here somewhere. You aren't a level 99 red chocobo, you're not worth my time. Are you Rageclaw? You are! Well, that's handy. Okay, Rageclaw has appeared. Command. Let's get the stealing. Don't know if there's anything worth stealing from Rageclaw. Doesn't list anything that's worth stealing. But, you know, we're kind of set up for it. Let's just go for it. Going for Pulsar Wave is pretty badass. Sarcasm. Not really stealing anything from him, are we? I suppose if you got started on this hunt as soon as you got to Fawn Coast, some of these enemies would be more threatening, but I don't believe you're allowed to do that. I think you have to advance the story before that particular quest opens up. I don't think you need to advance it quite as far as I did, though. Like, I'm basically coming back and doing this, I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with Zodiac again. Feels annoying when I got my butt kicked. I'll come back and deal with it eventually, but I don't want to go jump right back into that. So I was like, here's some relaxing, non-linear adventures to have in the meantime. Rageclaw is just really angry. You can tell by its pulsar waves. They're finally going to steal like a pebble from this guy, aren't they? Or crab claw, whatever you get from like the completely generic version of this enemy. Sickle blade. I think that is kind of a generic thing. Ooh. Oh, never mind. I was looking at her hit points, not his, and I was like, wow, he barely got hurt at all. Oh, never mind. That's her. Huzzah. We got the sickle trophy. We got the sickle cell. Okay, we didn't get the sickle cell, but we did get the sickle trophy. Next up is Galmore Jungle, where we just were finding Mantis. In-game timer must between 30 minutes and 59 minutes. Ugh, that's annoying. Or is it 30 minutes and 59 seconds? Well, I guess we'll find out shortly. Oh, no wonder the brown chocobo was wandering in and out and never quite seemed to get involved in a combat. It was a non-hostile. Didn't really notice. Didn't really care. Alright. So even with the specific directions, I was wandering around at the wrong place looking for Rageclaw, which shows you just how much they wanted you to buy the damn strategy guide. Again, you're not finding all this stuff in this game without it. So, Galmore Jungle, the Needle Break. Interesting name for a screen. Ah, this is that pain in the ass location, huh? Alright. Well, let's get over there. And once I get in there, I'm going to set... Are we already there? No, one more screen. The hell is that? There's like a big, weird... Oh, that's just a regular enemy around here that's big and weird. The Ents in this game are very odd looking to me. They don't look normal like most walking trees. Okay, so again, let's cut to the chase and actually open up the page for this enemy in case there's more specific direction on how to get it to actually come out. There's a specific place that it appears at, so let's go there. And it's kind of on the bottom loop here. So if I had carefully planned all this out ahead of time to make the most efficient screen time, I could potentially have dealt with this on the way to deal with the Fancy Pants Maronite. But in fact, that would have meant slightly more efficient screen time, much less efficient use of my own personal time, and I know you guys wouldn't want that. Oh, we're actually not at the right place yet, so... Alright. Stealing Prince's kisses all over the place. Raspberry berets. Alright. So we're like almost exactly at the spot that it's supposed to appear at, so let's just wander back and forth and see if it appears. And again, apparently the game's timer has to be at a specific place. Alright, let's see. Player must have spoken to the Huntmaster. 4 spawn points in the southern portion of Needle Break area when the game clock is between 30 and 59 minutes. So, not seconds, minutes. Well, I feel like we're actually... Yeah, we're in the... No, we're in the right time. So I guess we just keep walking back and forth on this path. Maybe we need to be prepared to come in and out of this zone. Great Marlboro and Marlboro. I think we'll turn gambits on. I don't think we're going to one-hit this one. I get... From the phrasing that's used in this wiki, it looks like it's a bit stronger than the hunts that we've been fighting so far. That is not it. Can't ignore the possibility that it just looks exactly like a regular enemy. This is the Needle Break, okay. Is that it? That is it. It's biting mantis, I believe. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do about biting mantis. It doesn't say anything about it having a particularly valuable weapon. But let's give ourselves a chance to, not weapon, but I mean steel. Let's give ourselves a chance here. 'Cause it's, yeah, it doesn't look like it's that dangerous. Its health is going down pretty fast. Tell you what I'm gonna do. There's nobody. This might be taking more time than it's worth, but nobody's using any particular. Nobody's using any stuff on us right now that's like statusy, ailmenty. So let's just get the thieves' cuffs on Pinello, and let's get Indigo on Fran, and Fran will slow it down. I don't know if that affects... I know in like Final Fantasy Tactics, stuff like slow affects the success rate of theft. Don't think it does anything like that in this game. Stop might be even better if it's not immune to it. It is immune to it. Alright, fine. We slowed. You know what? We'll see if does she have like blind or anything? Well. No. So forget it. We'll just try to steal from it. And alright, which one of them does have some kind of magic that will blind it? Because I'm getting sick of it beating me up while I'm trying to steal from it. I mean, I could always just go for Niho Ploa and a yeah. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired. I'm not making a lot of sense. I go for Neo Ploa and Remedy, but that might do even nastier things to it that I mean to do. Blind. The only one who knows blind is Baltier. Yeah, screw that then. I probably should have gone for immobilized, but they probably might be immune to that anyway. Oh, whatever. It's slowed. Keep everybody protect if we haven't been using it recently. Oh, we already have protect. So that was basically a waste. No guarantee at all this will be worth the effort. Tattered garment. Curious what that is. Because it sounds like armor, but it could also easily in this game be just some kind of weird loot. Am I crazy? Did I not see it say tattered garment? Maybe it didn't actually say tattered garment at all. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I wonder what tattered garment is actually used for loot-wise. It's Oh, one of them will get us the golden amulet, which is which does what? Gives us double license points earned. So it's an extremely rare thing. You only need one of them to get a special accessory, but it's an accessory I don't care about anymore. But there would have been a point long ago when that mattered. So at one point, a golden amulet was something I really wanted to get for all my characters, and that point in the game is well past us. All right, so we'll finish this guy off now. And we will get back to our adventure now that we got that scythe trophy. Probably got time to do one more rare hunt before I gotta call it a night. So we're off to the Tichta Uplands to fight Grimalkin. You can steal a Coeral Whisker because it's going to appear instead of a Coeral. And a Coeral Whisker is required for the Serpent Blade, which I believe I already got. Or, yeah, the Mesa. I believe I've already got this. I'm not at all sure, though. Let's see. I believe this is a non-repeatable recipe. I believe that we've already got that weapon, because I believe Van is actually using it, yeah. So, I mean, we could just for funsies get another one. Or actually, I don't think we can. I think I already got those from, like, a hunt mission, or not a hunt mission, but I think I got them some other way, like poaching Coerals or something. And I believe I went the wrong way in my efforts to get out of this place. Alrighty. We're at level what, 77, I think. Yeah, I think with gear and some vague notion of strategies on most of the bosses, we should be able to beat any boss in the game if, you know, we're using the approved strategy of the wiki and the right equipment without needing to do any more leveling up. So I'm really not all that worried about experience. Like, it could be that when we get to like the final super bosses, it might be a good idea to level up a bit more. But not gonna worry about it now. So Tichta Uplands, isn't that what we said? Tichta Uplands and Uzakuf Hills. And it's just one of these things where it's going to appear instead of a regular enemy. But let's see if we can get a specific location on the map, because that's been real useful before. It's just going to be a big, extra scary... it looks like it's gonna be a nuisance. Okay, so we're going all the way over here. And we need to zone out. We need to go, they call it zoning out. You need to go 2 screens away to respawn the enemies on a screen. But again, I'm pretty sure we've already got the super loot that we could get from this guy, so not that worried about that. That was the wrong way to go. Slightly north or slightly south would have led us to an exit. That did not. I'm still not sure why I've got regen on some of my characters. Well, am I going to unstonify Redis here? Or do I even really care about doing that now that I think about it? Oh, whatever. Redis, you're probably going to have to stay stoned for a while, sorry. We didn't actually stop you from getting petrified in time. Afraid you're just going to be stoned. Everybody must get stoned. Haha. Ah, that is an amusing joke that I've made. Alright. Seriously though, is nobody going to be able to unstonify him? I guess it has to be Stona, because Ash doesn't have all the... I don't know if Asuna just doesn't do anything with stone in this game, or if I just don't have the right, like... Well, no, Remedy has, like... There's Remedy lore where you can get better at using remedies. I don't think it affects Asuna. Alright, so let's just kill Corals. Eventually we may notice an extra badass coral. I believe that was it. And I killed it before I even had a chance to think about stealing coral whiskers. Oops. But then didn't I say that we don't really need to worry about getting its special daddy cool special item? I think I did. I think I'd said that, because Coral Whisker, again, only goes into something, and I don't think it's repeatable to get more than one of that weapon, and I'm also pretty sure that Van's the only one who's allowed to equip it, even if it was a repeatable recipe, which, again, don't think it is. So, the next hunt will be in the next video, but it's going to be at... the Giza Plains, which means there's no particular reason to stick around here. So rather than going to this blue crystal, we will go head back towards this orange crystal, because we're going to need to teleport out of here anyway. I was thinking if it happened to be here or at Sorobi Steps, someplace that was easier to walk to than teleport to, I could just be like, yeah, I'll go save the blue crystal. But it's not, so we won't. We will make our way back to the teleport zone. Teleport / save zone. It's a twofer. That guy flipped his lid. Literally. We can get back on our airship here if we want to. Huzzah, there's not that many places you can do that. The airship is kind of a plot thing that's not really all that useful from a gameplay perspective until really late. We will eventually have to get a trophy out of the Great Crystal, so that's going to be annoying. And there is a trophy that we can't get until we go to the next plot dungeon, which is kind of the last, or one of the last plot dungeons. So all that stuff is waiting for us to deal with. I am the MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. We're going to have a few more videos worth of these hunt missions before... Honestly, the plan from there is to then start doing, because this is the hunt club missions, but then we'll go back to just doing hunts where we have the different marks. We'll clear out as many of those as we have, and then we'll go into the last big round of, it's kind of the second to last round of story, because we have to go to this place where it's like the lighthouse, whatever they were describing, that we have to travel to via airship. Once we deal with that, we kind of get into a story end game. But if we deal with that, we have kind of one last chance to go into, like, wander the world and do what you want before you trigger the final mission. And that's kind of like, it's after you've dealt with this whole, like, weird lighthouse, whatever it is, that you then can, like, okay, now we go after the ultimate super bosses of the game. So trying to get as much done as we can before we do a big chunk of plot. Then we'll do a bunch of optional super bosses, and then we'll wrap up the story. It'll be fun. You'll see. If you've been with me so far, we're well over halfway through. We're probably well over 3/4 of the way through at this point. So stick with it. See you next time.